Yeah, hi, good evening. So we are discussing about intents, right? So in intents, so we discussed two things. One is like how to move from one page to other page, and next one could be here like how to transfer the data between the different pages that we see in here. But now today we have to concentrate on one thing, that is the life cycle. So how to handle an activity life cycle, so that we will see in detail here this. So to do that, here now I'll create one new activity here. So within that activity we will do, for that in a main activity I'll write one this first. I'll create one class here, one activity here. So like last time with mtvs activity I'm creating here. So I'm handling here life cycle. So added here life cycle. Right. So for this now, from the main activity, I'll give that link. So this third is not required. So I'm closing the third. Even second also not required. I'm closing second also. Right. Now in this main activity, I need one button. So with that button, we will call this. So that button I'm creating here, that is the life. So I'm creating as the life. So here I'm handling here, that is the life cycle. So life cycle added here as the life cycle. Now within this we will write the listener for that. So that is binding dot. So binding dot life dot set on click listener. So within this now I'll write where intent equal to intent. So this at the rate the main activity. So from here where we have to go. So that is the we created life cycle, right? So that life cycle colon class dot show. So then here start activity of intent. So now we are moving from this page to that page, right? So here now, while we move that page to this page, normally we see in every activity, if we create, here it is showing only one thing, that is like on create. Only it is showing the on create. So on create, it's showing on create. But here now, so already I told initially, this activity has it has total, there are 7 methods. So those 7 methods, how it will call and what are the steps that we have to see, that will see here this. So first it is on create. So then on start. Okay, so we have to create this outside of this. So that is the on start. So on resume. On resume. On stop. Then on pause. On pause. Then on restart. So on restart. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more is there, that is the on dash try, right? So it has total 7 methods. So I have created the 7 methods. So in each method we will write toast. Where I'm writing the toast, make text. This at the rate life cycle. So here toast dot length long dot show. So here I'll write this on create. Just a minute. Yeah, sorry, just I got one kind of. So now here just I added one thing that is the toast. So along with this toast, here now I'll add log. So just normally like we have various kind of logs we can print. So that is a log.i. So this is for information. Log.d that is for debugging. Log.e that is for error. So W, so that is warning. Like four types we can write. W for warning, I for information, D for debugging, E for error. So four types we can write here. So here just I'll write here. This is the life cycle. So here just I'll write what is which method we have. So we are in a on create method, right? So that on create method we will write here. So even here and here in a both place I'll write on create. So means just I'll show you where we can see the log also. Like because we cannot write always that toast because toast will be end user. Like whenever we have a development level, if you want to see some kind of information, there we will use the logs. So that's why I'm so in each and every step I'm writing that. So every method. So each and every method I'm writing this. So even here, here. So for all the places I added here. Now I'll change the name. So each name I'll change here. This is destroy and this is destroy, right? So this is the on restart So on restart, on pause, on pause. So on stop, on stop. So on resume here also on resume. On start, in both here it is the on start. Right. So we've written all the words. Now I'll run this. So once I'll run, then we will see first how that toast are executing. Then we'll discuss in detail. Also, I'll show you the life cycle diagram. Just I'm connecting the mobile. So just I connected the mobile. Yeah, still it is not connected. Just a minute. What happened for this? It is not connecting. So it is expecting something platform tools. Where are those platform tools? Just a minute. The yesterday disconnected. What happened for this? Just let me check in USB debugging mode. .35.02 platform tools. Because this emulator, we cannot handle all the cases. That's why just I'm trying to do this. So we are in a 35.02. Just 1 minute. Sometimes maybe like whenever we upgrade the latest version, the old version, maybe sometimes it will uninstall, or when we clear the cache of this Android Studio, that time also sometimes it won't come. Till it not came. 35.02 platform tools, that only we updated, right? Just a minute. We have restart the Android Studio. Sometimes it work like that also. So device connected here, but in Android Studio itself, it is not connected. Yeah, now it came. See, that is the some catchy issue something. Yeah, now I'm running this. See now, life cycle. Okay, we're not given a relation, so it is came on top of that. But okay, here see, on create, on start, on start. So here now we can able to see here in this. So see here now, on create, on start, on resume. So if we filter this, only these messages we can able to see here. Right. So now it will be like means whenever if any act like any activity which we open in a mobile means any page if we open here, first it will call on create, then on start, on resume. So now it is in a ready to interact with the user, right? Now from here, now I'm pressing back button. So once as a user, if I press back button on stop, on destroy means it started here and it went to on resume to on pause, then on stop and on destroy. It closed here. Now again, I'm coming back this. See here now, again it called on create, on start and on resume. So three methods it called. Now let us, I'll put this in a recent. So it went to the on pause and on stop. So means app will be available in recent app. So from the recent, I'm opening that. So when I open that recent, so on stop it goes to the on restart, start and resume. Now it is interacting with the user. Means this 7 steps, like here, I'll show you first life cycle diagram here. So life cycle. Where is that? Activity. Yeah. So activity life cycle. If you see here now, see this is the diagram here. Like total, it has 7 methods, right? On create means activity launched. When activity launched, on create, on start, on resume. Now it will wait for the user to do some action. Means here activity is running. Then I first case I what I did I press manually back button. So when I press manually back button on pause, on stop, on destroy means completely activity will be shut down. See completed. Then in case here, like here, while I'm in this, right here, I'm in this resume. So any small disturbance will come. So that will come to pass, then it will come here and it will resume again. So from here to here, it will jump. In case if it is a long disturbance, then come, pause, stop. Here it will come, restart, and it means restart one. We already seen that. See here. If you come here in this now, so we are here in on resume, right? So we are in now in on resume. Now from here now, just pressing home button. So it went to stop. So then if I open here, restart, start resume like this. This is satisfied here. Now stop. This is one satisfied, right? Again, now we are here, right? We are here within this. It is interacting with the user. Now what I'll do is I'll disturb this. So like making a call or sending an SMS. So some disturbance I'll do. Maybe some other activity has came on top of that. So like that, if we disturb that, so something will happen here. Now I'm calling from other phone. See now what happens here. So when we receive a call here, see we got a call. So now it went to the next step. So it went to the next step, right? So it went to the next step. So on pause, on stop. So like this, any disturbance will come like this. So means every time like this, there are the some different scenarios it will fetch, like it will handle the different kind of scenarios. So like those reasons, like it will handle like means. But all these methods where we use, really these all the methods we will use, means we will use these methods but not all the time, only on specific scenarios we will use this. So for example now, like uh how can we say, like I'm in a YouTube page, right? We are in a YouTube page. If I'm in a YouTube page, like it, when I'm watching the videos, it says sometimes it says that you are in offline. Immediately it says that you are in online, right? You're offline, online. So this continues that time. So this will be non-resume stage that they will check the internet connectivity that handle here. So like that, every based on a scenarios. So we will use like sometimes when like if you press back button. So when you press back button, it will call on destroy method. So on the undestroy method, they'll write the pop. So there are some changes. Do you want to close? So like that pop up they will give, right? So such kind of things can be handled here by using these methods. So further, some projects define design like here it will be added on that format itself. This is right. So that is the way this they are handling. That means the normally we will handle this kind of thing. But this is one of the main and important interview point of question as well. So definitely we can expect one interview question from here. So what they'll ask, like, please can you explain about the activity life cycle? So you can start like this. Activity life cycle has total 7 methods. On the 7 methods, one is on create, on start, on resume, on pause, on stop, and on destroy. Like sorry, last and it is on restart also. So total 7 methods. But in the 7 methods, like normally if you go like a complete life cycle is from on create to on destroy is the complete life cycle, visible and interaction. So in between, whenever it is in on resume to on pass, it will be visible as well as the interaction, but only visible like from here to on resume to on stop, it will be visible only. Means it cannot interact. Well, when second activity came, right? So that time, like just I got a call. On top of that, it is blinking. Means I'm able to interact with latest app, but older one is waiting in the background. So that is in between resume to pass. So sometimes what happens, like memory crash, something is happened, so it cap will crash. Those that time it goes to completely the first step. So from uncreate it will call this. So this is the one of the important like this. So that the will ask that. So it has 3 stages. One is the complete life cycle, uncreate to unstop, sorry, undestroy. So visible and reinteract, on resume to on pass, only visibility, on resume to on stop. So these all are the like this, right? Now, so then we'll go with the next step. So that is the services. So this is about the activity life cycle. Then we have to go with the services. So there are services. So there are two types of services. One is the bounded service, other is the unbounded service. So bounded service means it depends on a something. Unbounded service means it does not depend on anything. Like immediately, whenever we start, that it will execute immediately. But whenever it is an unbounded service, it depends on a something. So services, like yes, you can see. So there are two types of service. One is the unbounded, other is a bounded. So unbounded means start running, destroy. Here, create, bind. This means for this normally like I want to download a video. Click, start download, complete, close. Here, alarm. Like I said, alarm. So alarm will bind with the time. It is waiting for the time. Once it is done, it will execute. Then it will unbind. In case if it is a repeated alarm, it will rebind. Otherwise, it will be destroyed like that. So this how to handle here. We will see here now for that. So for this, now what I'll do, I'll close this one. So within this, again, I'll create two more buttons. So this one, I have to write a first relation, tier relation. This is below of, yeah, this is below of BT1. Yeah, now I need two more buttons. One is that start service, other is the stop service. So here I'll write start. So start service. So this is the below of life. Right, this is the stop. Stop. Stop service. Here, this is the below of start. Right. So now we will write the listeners for here. So that is binding dot start start dot set on click listeners. So set on click listeners. So set on click listener. Then similar way, binding dot stop stop. So here now where intent equal to intent of this at the rate main activity. From here now I want to call service my test service. So I'm calling my test service colon class.java. So here instead of normal that one here now I'll I here start service instead of start activity. I'm doing that start service. So here same class, same thing I'm calling here. So here instead of start service, here I'll use the word called stop service. Stop service. That's it. Now with this, we have to create a service. Just now we created a activity. Now I'll create a service here. So service. So service I'm creating here. So that is the my test service I'm creating here. This. Right. So even though the service also registered in manifest file, see here, this is also registered in manifest file. Service also where it is. So this is also registered, but service does not have any UI. So it's only this. So that's the reason UI is not created. XML file is not created, only this. Now within a this, you have to write all the methods. So like what are the methods are there? On create. So on start. Right then. On destroy. On bind. On rebind. So next on start command. So like this, we will write all the methods. So even though here also we will write the toast. So toast dot make text this. So here just you have to call this. So it will automatically call the super reference class. Then here toast dot length long. So finally dot show. Done. So here I'll paste this everywhere on destroy. Right. So here I'll paste the name. So on start, on create, on buy. Right. Now I'm running this. We will see this output. Set on click listener spelling mistake. See, now I'm clicking this. See, it won't go anywhere. Saying that service on create method is called. So on start, on create service created and started. Once I click, automatically that will be destroyed. Means here, all the cases here we cannot execute now. Like whenever we are using that other method, like all the scenarios that will be executable, but here it could not be execute all the things. So this is about the service. So service has two things, right? We have seen this just now. So one is the unbounded service, other is the bounded service. So whatever we created now, that is the unbounded service. So like similar, you can create the bounded service also. So that will bind and it will execute. Then it will be unbind like that. So that depends. Like you can create alarm example that will comes under this. So if it is a normal, this way you can do this. So this normally like whenever you want to do, you want to execute something after some time. So these services will help, or maybe you can download. So that time also this will help. So on those scenarios, this will help in this. So with this, we have done with that explicit intent. So implicit intent is pending. So that implicit intent one will see on next class. So implicit intent. So like example like start camera, start gallery. So such kind of things we will discuss on implicit intent. Then we'll discuss on the next topic. So far it is clear or have any questions?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
We use the services from the background task, right?
Yes, correct.
Then we use the coroutine as well in the background task. Then what is the difference between these two?
So that will call coroutines that normally we'll use for the web services calls. So this will be something like after some time I want to execute. Like after 5 minutes, I want to ring my phone. After 5 minutes, I want to send one SMS. So that things we will use there, like this kind of this. It's clear? Okay, so then we'll see tomorrow that one.